for joining us today for our webinar on using automation to improve workflow with Communication Director. We know much of your workflow consists of manual routines, and using Communication Director to help automate those routines will drastically decrease wasted time and allow more time to provide the best care for patients. My name is Brittany White. I'm a part of the product marketing group here at Forward Advantage. I will be the moderator of today's webinar. Our presenters today are Jeff Irby, Integration Specialist, and Andrew Walk, Senior Client Services Specialist at Forward Advantage. We are fortunate to have two very knowledgeable team members with us today to share their experience and expertise on the product. There are a lot of people on the line. They're muted. If you do have a question, please enter it in the questions panel on your screen, and we'll do our best to answer those questions at the end of the webinar. We'll be recording this webinar, and we'll send out an email with a link to the recording after the webinar has concluded. Thank you again for your time. Now for the agenda. For those of you who haven't moved to Communication Director 4, Jeff will highlight some features of the new UI for version 4 platform. Then he will walk you through Communication Director, how it works, and the platform functionality. Jeff will move into explaining File Pickup, our newest module for Communication Director, which finds and extracts PDFs. Next, he will talk about the intelligent routing capabilities of Communication Director using our SmartRoute technology. Finally, Jeff will explain the convenient and efficient delivery of report notifications sent automatically to smartphones. Lastly, we will have a Q&A session at the end. And with that, I will pass it over to Jeff.
Thank you, Brittany. Some of the newer functionality you will see today is available in Communication Director version 4, for those of you who have not yet upgraded the latest version. Please be aware that any new developments to Communication Director platform will be based on this new web-based version. So be sure to get your system upgraded so you can take advantage of the new capabilities. Here are just some of the improvements in Communication Director 4. The ability to go to any workstation and launch the application through a web page, or what we refer to as CDS anywhere you need it. Improved search capabilities, where each user can generate and save, and more options to receive and deliver data. Look at that screen. What a difference. You can see that just purely from the visual standpoint, we've made significant improvements. And those improvements aren't limited to just how the product looks, but also improved performance and usability. It's now browser-based, meaning users can access the system anytime, anywhere, as long as they're connected to their network. So just to show you a little bit of the new user interface, we've combined the 3 CDS applications into one browser, which simplifies the user's experience and reduces the need for separate application and installations. The applications are positioned up top for easy navigation, and users will only see the applications they have permissions to view. Moving between the applications is as simple as a mouse click. Navigation is easier, and we have flattened the view so you see the important details about what is selected on one screen. Just as before, you can view all types of deliveries and statuses. With the new flattened view, if you want to see details on a particular delivery, you simply click the item you want to view, and the details dynamically appear below. For instance, here in the Items Details section, we see the data captured from a SmartRoute. The History section shows everything that happened to the document from beginning to end. Improved search capabilities now include history statuses. Another great feature is a new preview pop-out window, which gives us users the ability to preview data and of the highlighted record. Here we're looking at an HL7 message processed through Communication Director platform with the Data Express functionality. When talking about automating document distribution, Communication Director is surely going to be mentioned. Communication Director is a robust software that can automatically accept data from many different sources and distribute data to yet many more destinations using the SmartRoute technology. As an example, inbound fax, printed documents, and even data retrieved from a readable PDF are some of the input capabilities. Then the magic of the SmartRoute is applied, and the output can be distributed to network location, email, PDF file, and even a personal device, to name a few. Communication Director can receive data from multiple applications, such as your host system, Word document, or many other applications that can print to a Windows printer. From there, the SmartRoute technology takes over and can be configured to extract key pieces of data to be used for a variety of things, like distribution decisions, queries, file naming, and another example would be capturing data for use on a pager or a Versera badge. With all the multiple delivery methods, including our newest secure texting and messaging connectors, the document can be distributed to any one or combination of methods, what we call one-to-many. The case example would be the lab documents received from the host system, processed through the Communication Director SmartRoute, and delivered to both a fax machine at the physician's office and his smart device using the secure texting and messaging. File pickup extends Communication Director's automated report delivery to include extractable, readable PDFs from systems that are unable to print and therefore previously incompatible with Communication Director. Extractable PDFs are placed into a designated folder that are picked up with file pickup and then delivered by Communication Director via the SmartRoute to any of the delivery methods. Here you can see some of the benefits of file pickup. Most notably, the compatibility with third-party software. Next part of the process is the SmartRoute technology, where key information is extracted, such as the patient's name, medical record number, visit number, unit number, and perhaps a report title, like history and physical, consult, discharge summary, and for labs, abnormals and specimen numbers. SmartRoutes have several things going for them. Virtually any document that can be printed can be delivered automatically via SmartRoute. So for any documents that your staff sends more than a few times a day, SmartRoute may save you time and money. The implementation process is straightforward with a dedicated resource. When you need more options than just faxing, delivering reports via SmartRoute gives you additional delivery methods to choose from. And finally, we've shown today, SmartRoutes can be used to bridge the gap between systems that don't natively talk to each other. The delivery point of view. We have a new, exciting, secure texting and messaging connector. As we have mentioned, Communication Director SmartRoute technology is used to extract key information from hospital MR reports and intelligently determine if, how, and when the report should be delivered. Now, via integration with Imprivata Cortex, Communication Director can send automatic, secure messages to a provider's preferred device. So earlier we talked about different ways of receiving data, whether it be inbound faxing, of application host, or file pickup, and how the SmartRoute technology can extract key pieces of information to be used for a variety of things, and then the different ways of distributing the data, one-to-many. So a document can come in from the host system, Communication Director, the SmartRoute can process it, gather key pieces of information, and deliver it to multiple areas, email, printer, fax, and even the Cortex messaging. So at this time, I would like to turn it back over to Brittany and Andrew for questions and answers.
Thank you, Jeff. I hope this webinar has helps you to understand new ways that Communication Director can help to automate and improve your everyday workflow. This ends the formal part of the presentation today. We do have some time for questions. If your question does not get answered, we'll follow up with a response individually after the webinar. The first question that came through is, do all reports have to be printed to you? Andrew?
With file pickup, we support readable PDF and ASCII files, along with the printed reports that we've always supported.
Thank you. We have another question. It is, what do you mean by readable PDF?
A quick test to determine if a PDF is readable is to open the file and highlight some text. If you can copy that text into another application, then that is considered a readable PDF, and we can then route that for you.
Thank you. Another question we have is, what type of file formats are supported by file pickup?
We support the readable PDF, as I just explained, along with ASCII files, as long as they're placed on the Communication Director server.
Thank you, Andrew. Okay, as we do want to respect your time today, for those of you who didn't get your question answered, we'll follow up with response in the next day or so. And as I mentioned before, this is being recorded. We'll send out a link to the recording so you can share it with your colleagues. We do have some upcoming webinars scheduled through the end of October that you can still register for. The topics consist of a variety of products. We'll send out reminders for these webinars with a link to the registration page, as we've done in the past. We want to thank you again for attending, and please contact our Client Services Department or dedicated sales team with any additional questions you may have. This concludes the webinar.